Awesome. All right. Can everybody still hear me and see my screen? Yeah, perfect. Oh, it is just slow. There we go. Thinking. All right. Okay, so our company is World Global Network, and the first thing we always share is our income disclosure. It will go for me. Goodness gracious. There we go.
To see our full income disclosure, please visit our website at www.worldgn.com.
Awesome. All right, so I'm going to go through 5 main points that make this such an incredible opportunity. And in case you didn't actually see our new 3 or 5 minute video, I want to touch just briefly on our main product. So it is called the Hilo, and this is what it is on my wrist. We are in the space of wearable technology. Basically, there's a reason they call this a Fitbit on steroids. So it does those things, steps and calories and that kind of stuff. But what really sets us apart is we truly are a health monitor. So we do heart rate, breath rate, mood, energy. We have a guardian function so people can monitor their loved ones around the world and in real time know what their bioparameters are doing. We have an SOS button on the side that you can press twice. And if I push this right now, my husband will get a text that I push my panic button and it'll drop my GPS coordinates and send me exactly where I'm at. So what we have right now is absolutely incredible. Just this past week, we were featured on the Today Show. We were featured on CBS News, actually because of a family on our team whose little 4-year-old wears this device because it has an illness that his blood pressure drops at any time. And for the first time in her life, she has peace of mind that if it drops, because he can drop and go in cardiac arrest, she will get an alert that that's happening. So it won't be to where she's coming in there and he's already passed out. Like, she will know in real time. We've already seen story after story of how this is impacting lives, where people are just being able to be more aware of their health. And that's what we have now. It's incredible, but yet it's even what's to come is just as incredible. So they're projecting 4th quarter. We don't know exact timelines because we're filing patents and going through all that stuff, but that's kind of the projected release date of some of these next features that we're going to have. We will be the first device to non-invasively be able to do blood glucose. Okay, it'll just be from an app on your phone and through your Hilo. We will have blood alcohol. We are going to have a mosquito shield. And on top of that, we have a custom API. So what that means is we have over 100 app developers working on apps that are going to take the bioparameters that our device reads and make it even more customizable for our customers. So they're going to be able to download apps and everything that makes it, even more suitable for their needs. So like I said, we are in the space of wearable technology. So this information here on this slide is according to Forbes. So last year, 123 million devices were sold in this space, and that's all the different wearable tech devices out there. And it was a $14 billion industry. So the Forbes predicts by 2020, so just in the next 2.5 years, it is going to increase 3-fold. Like, if you already look around and 1 in 4 people have something on their wrist, that's going to triple, and it's going to have an increase of $20 billion. And we know that technology doesn't slow down, it doesn't move backwards, it doesn't wait for you or I to understand it before it's starting to make leaps and bounds in the future. And there's so many technology companies that have literally boomed overnight, like Airbnb and Tesla and Uber and all these things. Like, technology literally runs the world, but this is just the first time that the everyday person like you or I can get in front of it and get a piece of technology money, since it's coming in this space of network marketing. So like I said, we just also got voted the #1 selling product in direct sales. Like, you guys, we have clues. Like, every week, everybody's just like, oh my gosh, couldn't this get any easier? It's like a no-brainer. So we were, prior to being featured on the Today Show and CBS News, we were featured on Fox News 3 times since I got started here earlier this year. We are partnered with Toshiba, and so that's going to be my next point, but it's on here. They brought it to this convention called the Consumer Electronics Convention, and it's the biggest technology convention in the world. And of all the products that Toshiba has out there, they chose the Hilo to be the product that they featured at the show. Guys, we are publicly traded, and the stock that week, we are hovering at like 50 cents a share. It shot up to $24 a share. Like, if you could have only known the money that was made there. And we've seen it since that time. It's kind of hovering. I mean, it goes up and down as most stocks do, but we are about 90 days away from also taking this company to the NASDAQ. So if we have any stock traders out there, WRMT is the ticker symbol, and you're going to want to pay attention to that. But with us being publicly traded, it has brought people here that typically wouldn't even consider network marketing in the past, because we have open financials. Like, it's just, we're an open book, and everything about this company is so top notch. And that brings me to the next point. We have a partnership with Toshiba, like the 100-year-old, $100 billion company, Toshiba. They came to World because they actually wanted to buy Fabio's device, because they knew wearable tech is like literally going to run the world. So they needed an entrance into this space. So they came to him knowing he had these amazing algorithms that were able to do this stuff from your wrist, and they wanted to purchase it, and he wouldn't sell. He is absolutely sticking to network marketing because he knows it's the most fast and efficient way to get any product to market. And on top of that, so I was in Bangkok, Thailand in May for the international convention, and I got to hear his story on why because this company is actually 6 years old, and most people have never heard of it before because it's never been in the US or Canada. But he did a complete company rebrand, wanted to launch it in the US and get into the space of wearable tech because his father had diabetes. And he was working all his life. He worked for the Italian government and just doing the typical 40-40 plan and work into retirement so he could slow down, enjoy the grandkids, travel. And as he got older, the effects of the disease started to take over, and he watched his quality of life decline, and it eventually ended up a year after retirement taking his life. So not only did Fabio know that he needed to use his God-given talents, because he's an inventor genius, to improve quality of life for people, but he wanted to bless hundreds of thousands of families financially. He just is like, people shouldn't have to work all their life, work so hard, and knowing 75% of people can't even retire. And so in this model, we can bless many families versus just if it comes out through Best Buy or Target or whatever, and it's just the CEOs that, make the big money. So like I said, Fabio is our CEO. He's one of the first people to invent the touch screen. He brought the internet to Italy. Like, he's just a genius and the most humble man. It was just an absolute incredible pleasure to meet him. So like I mentioned, something else that sets us apart is our open API. So we have our own app store. So this is going to absolutely rise us above the competition. I'm going to show you where we've come in 10 short months, but we have someone on staff here with us at World named Antonio De Rosa. And oftentimes it's like, well, who's that? People have never heard that name, but you're very familiar with what he is known for. And I know, here's my phone. So he's actually the concept designer that designed iPhone 5 through 7. Okay, so he didn't work for Apple, but he was the concept designer behind it, and he is now with us. And he's the one that designed the Hilo, so that's why it's very sleek. And he has said that it's because of, so he watched what Apple did in the mobile space. So if you guys are familiar with that story, they actually entered the mobile space back in 2007, and Nokia and Motorola were the dominant players. And it wasn't because they had great hardware or the touchscreen. It was actually because of their app store that made them wipe out the competition. And the app store started year one with 800 apps in the Apple App Store. Fast forward to today, there's 2.3 million apps on the App Store, and it's responsible for $3 billion in revenue every single month. So again, bring that to our conversation here at World. Antonio said he really sees our App Store doing for the Hilo what the Apple App Store did for the iPhone and wipe out the competition. And what's really cool for that, so it's awesome for our customers because it's just going to continue to increase in value, but for us as distributors, every time people go and download apps and plugins and all that good stuff, that's all called microtransactions. And so that's going to be residual income that we get as distributors get paid out on. And so this here is one of our first apps that got released called the Lifestyle Index. So it just takes all the bioparameters that we read and gives people a wellness score, and you can bring friends into it and kind of do a competition-based thing as well. Okay, so my fourth point of why this is just moving so fast and been such an amazing opportunity is we have extremely easy systems. So I got to update the slide. It was a 2 and a 5 minute video, but just this past week, we released a new videos now that we have a bunch of new stuff coming out that came out since the 2 and the 5 minute video. So it's a 3 and a 7 minute video. And that's all you have to do. You share a video with people. If they're interested, they either buy as a customer, they then, we send them to our store and they buy the device. Or if they're interested in the business opportunity, we get them on a webinar or a launch call just like this. It's truly a home-based business. There's no parties, there is no hotel meetings, everything is done right from your phone or your computer or your home office. Or couple months ago, we were in Jamaica and I was doing launch calls just like this from our resort room. And we were just like, this is so incredible. We can take our business anywhere. And it's just been such a blessing to just kind of be freed of that, having to do parties. Much as I loved my parties with my past company, it's nice to not have to do that anymore. So on the bottoms here, this is a slide or a snapshot from a website called Business for Home. So that website, it lists the top 200 network marketers in the world for all companies combined. And right now, already because we've only been doing this here for about 14 months, where World has been in this space, we have 10% of the top 200 network marketers are from World. And so you can see here, they pulled out all the different, all the people that are from World that are on this list. Okay, and so number 4 already is Nat and Shanita Pranaputra, and they're making $1.2 million per month. Number 8 is their daughter, actually, Chad and Natita Chong, number 1 earning millennials in the entire world of all companies, and number 8 in this space at over 750,000. And I want to point out also Romasio Fulcher. He's number 42. He is personally mentoring our organization over these next 2 weeks. You guys, the opportunity we have in front of us right now with this kind of leadership, the professionals that we have that in this industry that are with World and pouring into our organization, they are building right now and bringing us up with them. So it's not just people that have, they did this 20 years ago. They are in the build right now. And I don't even share these numbers here to impress you because, they're kind of ridiculous incomes. But what really matters here, and is the point, is the compressed time frames that people are earning such money and are changing their life in such short time frames because of all the different points that we're talking about right now. And the 5th thing is the compensation plan. So for those that maybe have been in this industry before, that this might mean more to you, but we have a 21% binary to unlimited depth that you earn that. Okay, we also have up to 10 generations of check match. This company is time after time after time doing things that have never been done before. Totally blowing out. There's lots of good companies out there, lots of good products, but the industry of network marketing itself, 80% of the different companies out there are skincare, makeup, and supplements. And like I said, very good products out there, but it's crowded conversations because you're having to kind of compete for, you're not the first makeup company out there. So it's why is yours the one that people should shop from and whatnot? We don't have that conversation here because we are the only technology company in the network marketing space. Okay. And on top of that, our device, there's no competition in the world, even outside of network marketing, because our device is the first of its kind. We're the first to market with this. And this is a snapshot of where we've come just in 5 short months. So we've already risen to 5% market share. When we first got involved, I knew the goal of the company was 3% market share. Because that at 3%, that of this $20 billion of growth, that was going to make us a $3 billion company. We already hit 5% of the growth already just in the last 10 months. We've sold 500,000 devices in this kind of pre-launch phase 1. We know that the way the trend is going, we're going to move another 1 million devices this year. You guys, it gets to come out. It's good. That's going to be through us, just everyday people getting a piece of this growth. So something else that we're going to be launching is called a phone, or the Infolio Phone. So it's going to be the first radiation-free phone in the world. And it's obviously a super sleek and sexy phone because Antonio designed it. 4 to 5 day battery life. The screen goes all the way to the edges, but it's that because we have this BioZen chip in it, that's really, the company is really, really excited about. It's something that's never been done before. So we know because of how plugged in we are that there's a lot of electro smog. We now more than ever have our phones by us since they're so multifunctional. And the more research they're doing on that cumulative effect of the EMFs or electromagnetic radiation, that's not good. The cumulative effect of that stuff isn't good. And so now the phone that's coming out will be the first radiation-free phone. So as I mentioned here, we're a publicly traded company. This just kind of illustrates some of the stock, how that went. You can see in January there when it was opened up at the CES convention. So I'm going to talk for a couple minutes here just on how you get involved with us. So you start by picking your pack. So if you're just kind of on here like, you know what, I don't know if the business opportunity is for me, but this device sounds amazing. The personal pack, the single band, is going to be your best bet. So you get a halo, you get a set of the colored bands, and the germanium stones for free then in there, which the germanium stones are, you put them on the inside of your band, and it helps increase blood flow and helps deal with inflammation. And we're going to actually be coming out they're doing studies right now on this new app we're going to release that measures blood oxygen levels. And they're showing that within 10 minutes of people wearing these germanium stones, it increases their blood oxygen levels by 1 to 2 points. So people that have to monitor that are like, that's extremely wowed by that. So our business builders typically come in with either the family pack or the premium pack. With a family pack, you're going to get 4 helos, 4 sets of colored bands. So you can see I have the blue one here on. It comes with the black. And then you get that band set with 5 different colors. The 4 band sets and the 4 of the BioZen. And the BioZen is actually a sticker chip you put on the back of your devices. So this now makes my current phone radiation free. So those sell for $45 a piece, but you get 4 in this for free now with this family pack. So you end up saving about $700 with this pack. And the premium pack is $19.99. You get 9 bands, 9 sets of the colored band sets, 6 BioZen, 6 helos, and 6 of the colored band sets. So you end up saving about $1,200. So you keep, usually in a family, keep 1 or 2 if you and a spouse. And then you can we've actually ended up ordering a second pack because as people enroll with us, we want to get them a band right away. And then while they're waiting for theirs to ship, it comes in. But you can also just sell the rest of your bands that you have if you're not going to use all 4 within your family too. But it is nice to have an extra one on hand. We have found extra couple actually. Okay, so the other thing I want to talk about is our loyalty plan. So this is $59 a month. All of our business builders are on it. What it is a protection plan for your devices. You can replace up to 2 per year. You get $75 in your back office every single month that you can use to buy other products. So you can use it to get the phone when it comes out, the next generation Helo, more Helos, BioZen, whatever you want to use. You get $75 for $59. Plus you get an extra 1% on your team volume commission. So that's why I said how you get 21% binary. They just save 1% in this, what's called your money box in your back office. You guys, and this is our residual income component of this plan. So, other companies, a lot of times you have to have, sell or purchase like $100 or $200 worth of product every month to be able to earn your team volume. This is the equivalent to that. But what's really, again, sets us apart, we have an 80% retention rate of people that get on this, stay on it because they get such an incredible value, and people aren't just getting more product that they don't need. You're actually getting money in your back office on top of all this other stuff. And the industry standard for people staying on an auto-ship program is 10 to 12%, and we're at 78%. So kind of fast forward thinking, last 4 months, we've grown an organization of about 500 people, continue to build and share. With it being 30 sales volume every month, as people renew, as you have an organization of 10,000 people, you can do that math on what that's going to mean on residual income every single month just from the loyalty program. So you guys, I talked really fast through a lot of things, but this summarizes it here. You guys, we have no competition. We are first to market on the first device of its kind in the world. It's being featured all over the news because of what this device is doing for people. And you and I get to be the one to bring it to market and get to change our family's financial landscape because of this opportunity. So one thing that really is important, especially if this is your first time in this space of network marketing or even in this type of compensation plan, timing matters. So when you get involved, you enroll, you get your spot in the organization. And then everybody that enrolls after you get to earn from that. You are actually building with your upline and you get to benefit from all the volume that comes in after. So timing really matters. So as I wrap this up, I want you guys to let the person that invited you know you're one of three things. Okay, you're a C, B, or A. If you're a C, you decided it's not for you. That's okay. We still love you. Just if you could do her a benefit and give her a referral. Maybe there's somebody in your life you can think of that could really use an opportunity like this. And I also challenge you to think about your current situation. Because I know a lot of times people, if they're, it's not, they decide, no, it's a timing thing, like life is too busy, or it's a financial thing. But I've had so many conversations with people, and when we really break it down, if nothing changes, then nothing changes. Like 1 year from now, if everything goes perfect in your life, like where are you? Like where are you financially? How is your family doing? That this is an opportunity that I really want you to dig in on, and like do your research if you need to, but take a serious look at this. Every opportunity has an expiration date, and we absolutely have timing on our side right now. Okay, or let her know that you're a B and you just have some questions. Jump on the phone, get them answered, and so we can help you make a decision on that. Or if you see this, you've heard it enough and you're just ready to get involved, let her know you're an A. We'll get you enrolled right away, help you pick your pack, and then jump on with you. Actually, tomorrow we have our getting started call and welcome call, and we'll help you get rocking, and you can help jump on and take advantage of this crazy momentum we're about to do over these next couple of weeks with Rematio Culture. So thank you guys so much for taking the half hour to hear from us tonight. I just wish that you have a blessed night, and let us know what we can do to support you. I hope to work with many of you soon. Thank you.